Your hometown station is here for you.
Here's what's happening in your
Digging deeper.
It's a very active scene.
Alerting you.
This information will keep your family
Breaking
safe.
news first.
We have exclusive
on your
access
hometown
to
station,
never
WDBJ7. The news on your hometown station, WDBJ7, starts right now.
Now at 6, 4 dead and 18 are injured after a mass shooting in Alabama. What authorities are saying about how it all unfolded. Plus, spooky season is just around the corner. How one family in our hometowns is already getting a head start on Halloween.
And while the weather is quiet tonight, we're tracking some big changes for the work week. We'll have an updated look at your First Alert hometown forecast coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Patsy Montesinos. Thank you so much for joining us. 2 men are behind bars following a high-speed chase in Henry County on Saturday. Take a look at this video of that car chase that was taken by a viewer. Officials say a deputy first recognized a vehicle linked to a recent theft at a local business. When the deputy attempted to pull the car over, the driver took off. During the chase, law enforcement were able to stop that car. The driver was 35-year-old Carlton Hayslip from North Carolina. He ran away and was later found in Myrtle Beach with the stolen vehicle. There were 2 passengers, a man named Ronald Hayslip and a woman. That woman was released without charges, but Ronald was arrested because he had a warrant for his arrest in North Carolina. The driver, Carlton, is now facing multiple charges related to the incident. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Henry County Sheriff's Office. People in Allegheny County, be careful when accepting money. The sheriff's office is alerting the community about fake $100 bills. They were found on Main Street in Covington this morning. These fake bills have the word copy printed on one side and say "In prop we trust" on the other. Authorities urge anyone who comes across these bills to turn them in. Deputies also remind businesses to carefully check bills to avoid accepting these fakes. Authorities are searching for multiple suspects after 4 people were killed and more than a dozen injured. The mass shooting in Birmingham, Alabama took place in the city's busy nightlife district late Saturday night. CBS News correspondent Cristian Benavides has the latest.
The deadly mass shooting broke out in a popular nightlife area of Birmingham, Alabama, leaving victims caught in the crossfire Saturday night.
There was an individual there who was targeted. We feel comfortable in saying that at this point in time.
Police Chief Scott Thurmond said authorities believe the intended target was among the dead and that the shooting may have been a hit conducted in exchange for payment. Investigators who found more than 100 shell casings at the scene say they think there were multiple shooters. The day after, authorities are leading a desperate search for suspects.
The priority is to get these shooters, find these shooters and get them off our streets. That will require the assistance of community members.
In the aftermath, 2 men and a woman were found on a sidewalk with gunshot wounds and were pronounced dead at the scene. Police say an additional male gunshot victim was pronounced dead at a hospital and there were multiple injuries.
There's been so many people get shot since I moved here, and I'm not from here.
As the violence erupted, the police chief said multiple suspects pulled up in a vehicle, got out, fired shots, returned to the vehicle, and fled. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Birmingham, Alabama.
Now to your First Alert hometown forecast. Bradford, what can I say? I know fall is officially here, but the weather doesn't seem to feel like fall to me.
Yeah, high temperatures today soaring well into the 80s this afternoon. 88, the official high temperature in Blacksburg, 84 here in the Roanoke Valley. And out there right now, we saw fairly quiet weather conditions, stark contrast to 24 hours ago, where we did see those strong to severe thunderstorms rolling on through. Some cloud cover has filtered on in this evening, but overall, most of us will stay dry. Stray showers certainly possible for the rest of this evening, especially across the Allegheny Highlands and down across the NRV. But overall, once again, fairly quiet weather conditions as cloud cover will increase through the overnight hours. Another round of fog is certainly possible early Monday morning, and it could be locally dense. Those overnight low temperatures down into the 60s, so it's going to be a mild and muggy start to our Monday, and that's going to lead to some higher rain chances through the day and even some thunderstorms as well. Those high temperatures with the cloud cover around stuck into the 70s for most of us, and that's going to set the stage for a very unsettled weather pattern for the rest of the work week. A full look at that First Alert 7-day in just a few. Patsy.
Thank you, Bradford. For those that don't know, like I said, today is the first day of fall. According to our weather team, the autumn equinox was at 8:44 this morning. It may not feel like it outside, but pretty soon we'll be seeing the temperatures drop and the leaves will change their colors. Peak season is expected from mid to late October. And with fall officially here, it's basically time for spooky season. Many are starting to decorate like a family in Bradford that is going above and beyond. WDBJ7's Lindsay Cook shows us how they are having a skeleton of fun.
All the residents of Forest Park in Bradford know it's Halloween when Reggie and Regina come out to play.
Reggie was our first skeleton, and we got him in 2021. And basically, we bought our house in 2020, and the idea basically came out of just wanting to be festive with the neighborhood.
Elizabeth Rose says her neighborhood goes all out for Halloween. As a fan of all things spooky herself, she wanted to bring that same energy and welcome 2 more neighbors to Custis Street.
The first time we done it was Reggie was mowing the lawn. We just stuck the lawnmower out and he was out waving at people, mowing the grass. And as the week went on, I thought of more ideas about what they could do.
The skeletons, Reggie and Regina, became a huge hit in the neighborhood after magically moving week after week.
We try to do it as the sun is going down because we don't want people to see us changing them, so we want it to kind of look like they're moving themselves.
Neighborhood kids like Jasper Gwynn enjoy seeing what Reggie and Regina are up to.
We've been taking pictures every year of them at Halloween. It's just been fun. I think it had like 4 ring posts and ropes, and I think Reggie and Regina are fighting. That was one of my favorite ones.
Going all out is a tradition Ro picked up from her mother, who would doll up her house in Galax every year for Christmas.
And I tried to continue that. I don't have an ounce of the creativity that she had, but she would just get the biggest kick out of celebrating what little bit that we're doing for Halloween to kind of spread a little bit of Halloween festivity.
With Halloween on the horizon, Ro is excited for trick-or-treat night.
The most exciting thing is when the trick-or-treaters come and they immediately recognize that this is the house with the moving skeletons. And I just think that is so exciting because I had such fond memories of trick-or-treating as a kid, houses that decorated and the adults that got into it. And so I'm just excited to be a part of that.
So when you drive by Forest Park, you might want to stop and look twice. You never know what Reggie and Regina will be bringing this Halloween season. In Bradford, Lindsay Cook, WDBJ7.
Let's continue with those puns. Ready to have an owl of fun? Well, you have one last chance to grab tickets for the Night Owl on the Town Gala. Hosted by Hotel Roanoke by Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center, it is a great opportunity to help the nonprofit in their mission to rehabilitate animals. Besides fundraisers, there will be dancing and live music by the Kings. For ticket information, you can head over to the Wildlife Center's Facebook page. African American culture was celebrated this weekend at the Henry Street Heritage Festival. The event took place at Elmwood Park yesterday afternoon. It is a community event presenting live entertainment, educational forums, and exposure to African American heritage. Those that showed up got to enjoy music, crafts, food, and learn more about customs and art. Coming up next, as the presidential election draws closer, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Harris have been on the campaign trail this weekend. Tune in to hear the latest.
Breaking news first and fast from the most experienced local team, your hometown station, WDBJ7.
The presidential candidates and their teams attended events this weekend with less than a month and a half before the election. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has the latest on the campaign trail from New York.
To be an American. Former President Donald Trump told a crowd in Wilmington, North Carolina, if elected, he'll end sanctuary cities in the U.S., which provide refuge for migrants.
I will ask Congress to pass a law outlawing sanctuary cities nationwide, and we will bring down the full weight of the federal government on any jurisdiction that refuses to cooperate with ICE.
Trump also addressed the possibility of a second debate with his Democratic challenger, Vice President Kamala Harris, after she accepted an invitation from CNN for a debate on October 23rd.
The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started.
In-person voting got underway Friday in Virginia, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Later today, Harris will head to New York City for a fundraiser. Her vice presidential pick, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, hit the campaign trail yesterday in the swing state of Pennsylvania, where he courted Latino voters.
We have a long history of being home to Puerto Rican and Latino families who chose to start their lives in our state.
Trump will take a break from the campaign trail, spending the day at his Florida home. He's scheduled to hold another rally tomorrow night in Pennsylvania. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Let's take a look at this week's top health stories. New research is highlighting the link between alcohol and cancer rates. Excessive alcohol use may be one factor behind an increase in at least 6 cancers. That's according to the American Association for Cancer Research. But the report showed that in 2021, the overall cancer death rate in the U.S. declined 33% from the prior 30 years. A new study says the active ingredient in magic mushrooms could help millions of people with depression. Research found that if the FDA approves the treatment, more than half of Americans currently being treated for depression could qualify. But researchers say they're still learning about the best ways to use the treatment. And a new Chinese study finds regularly drinking coffee and caffeine may help prevent numerous health issues. Those include type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. After studying over 500,000 people, researchers say those who drink on average 3 cups of coffee a day seem to benefit the most. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Bradford, I don't know how much coffee you drink, but I'm starting to become a regular coffee drinker. Maybe not too good.
I drink at least 1 cup a day, every morning.
Hey, but today was a good day to go get that cup of coffee outside.
Yeah, it was. Certainly, probably iced coffee at that. We saw highs today well into the 80s, 88 officially in Blacksburg, 82 in Danville, 79, a little bit cooler there in Lynchburg, and 84 here in the Roanoke Valley. We've got an unsettled weather pattern ahead that will keep highs down into the 60s and 70s. A full look at that First Alert 7-day right after the break.
I'm WDBJ7's First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brent Watts, and I want you to stay prepared throughout our severe weather season. There's no better time to download the WDBJ7 First Alert weather app. Just scan the code on your screen now. You'll get local radar, custom alerts, and real-time updates from the team you trust most. First Alert Hometown Weather. Download the WDBJ7 First Alert weather app today. First Alert Hometown Weather, keeping you safe before, during, and after the storm passes.
Now from the Robin Reed Weather Center, here's your First Alert Hometown Weather Forecast.
Well, after a good deal of sunshine today, the clouds have rolled on in this evening. Mid to high level clouds. Live look from downtown Roanoke, and temperatures on the downward swing after we saw a high of 84 earlier this afternoon at the Roanoke Airport. 77 right now, an east-southeast wind at 14 miles per hour, and dew point still relatively high now into the mid-60s, making it feel like 79 degrees. First Alert Doppler, much quieter than 24 hours ago. We saw those strong to severe thunderstorms rolling through the I-64 corridor across portions of central Virginia and through the south side, producing some golf ball-sized hail and wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Not going to roll out stray shower out there for the rest of this evening, but overall most hometowns will stay dry. We're still situated in between 2 weather systems. We have an area of low pressure out in the open Atlantic, weak high pressure in control across our hometowns, and then this frontal boundary just off toward our west. And that frontal boundary will keep us unsettled here over the next several days. So I do want to give you the first alert to the next big thing, and that will be daily shower and thunderstorm chances returning for tomorrow and lingering for at least the next 7 days. So future view here does show a stray shower possible as we head over the next several hours. And then short-range model guidance is still indicating that we could see a cluster of showers with some embedded rumbles of thunder approaching our hometowns. Here we are, 6 o'clock Monday morning, out across West Virginia, maybe down toward the I-77 corridor. And it shows that working east as we head through the evening or morning hours into the afternoon could produce some gusty winds and some locally heavy rainfall, but not expecting any severe weather out of that. Few lingering showers possible for the rest of the afternoon heading into the evening hours. And then as we head into our Tuesday, a few spotty showers to start the day. And then with the frontal boundary still off toward our west, there could be a complex of showers and thunderstorms that rolls through here during the afternoon and the first part of the evening hours. That could produce some localized strong to damaging wind gusts, some large hail, and frequent lightning and very heavy rainfall. So we'll be watching that potential very closely. Right now, we're not outlooked for any severe weather, but there is a chance for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms on Tuesday. In the tropics right now, we're still watching that broad area of low pressure down in the Caribbean, and that will work its way into the Gulf of Mexico, central and eastern Gulf as we head through this week. Will likely develop into something tropical mid to late week, and we could see some tropical moisture here locally late this week heading into next weekend. We'll have to watch that very closely, but overall those rain chances will stick around. Overnight low temperatures into the 60s, a mild and muggy start to our Monday. And here's that first alert 7-day forecast. Those highs will be down into the 60s and 70s here over the next 7 days. About a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms the front half of the work week. Some lower rain chances possible late week heading into the weekend. We'll have to watch that system very closely, and those overnight lows down into the 50s and 60s. So I know today was very nice, pretty much area wide. We've got some big changes for the work week.
Seems like rain all week, Bradford.
Yeah, off and on. Not everyone will see rain every day, but we'll certainly have a decent coverage each day. So
I guess still important to walk out with that umbrella when you leave the house.
Yeah.
You never know.
That's right.
Thank you, Bradford. New Transformers movie took on Beetlejuice at the box office this weekend. Which one came out on top? Rick DeMagella has the countdown.
Deadpool and Wolverine managed to stay in the top 5 this weekend, adding $3.9 million to its now $627.3 million domestic total. The Halle Berry thriller Never Let Go debuted in 4th place on ticket sales of $4.5 million, while Speak No Evil slipped from 2nd to 3rd with $5.9 million.
We need to hurry. I still think we have better odds fighting than outrunning them.
Transformers 1 landed in 2nd place in its opening weekend. The animated Autobots adventure brought in $25 million. Industry watcher Variety had predicted the movie to open between $30 and $40 million.
The living, the dead, can they coexist?
It was Beetlejuice as the sequel three-peated at #1 this weekend. Tim Burton's sequel scared up $26 million, boosting its domestic box office total to $226.8 million. In Hollywood, I'm Rick DeMagella.
4 black women who shaped NASA for 40 years got their long overdue recognition on Capitol Hill. Washington correspondent Ryan Hanses introduces us to the hidden figures who were awarded the Congressional Gold Medal.
Katherine Johnson, Dr. Christine Darden, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson. A group of black female mathematicians and engineers who crunched the numbers to catapult America into space.
They put man onto the moon, and they walked right through every barrier put in their way, and they did it with incredible grace and integrity. That's what they did.
The women were crucial to the success of the first orbit of man around Earth and Apollo 11. From the 1930s into the 70s, the women became experts on airflow, thrust, drag force, even taught themselves computer code at the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics and NASA.
Looking back and with this crowd before us today, we can see that we only progressed into space because we progressed here at home.
On Thursday, Speaker Mike Johnson, alongside other congressional leaders, awarded the women Congressional Gold Medals for their achievements.
Their contributions to space exploration and our understanding of the universe are innumerable. They proved an unassailable fact: our diversity is a strength.
To underscore the contributions of hidden figures, Mary Jackson is the namesake of NASA's headquarters here in Washington, D.C. See, these 4 women had to navigate the dual challenge of racism and sexism. Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffrey says the world is a better place today because these 4 women had hope for the future.
And these 4 extraordinary women had faith. Faith in the power of American exceptionalism, faith in our future, and faith in God. And look at what the Lord has done.
In Washington, I'm Ryan Henson.
What an incredible story. This year marks the 10th year anniversary of the Ice Bucket Challenge, a viral event that forever changed the fight against ALS. Hundreds of volunteers participated in this year's ALS Walk on Long Island, celebrating a decade since the Ice Bucket Challenge raised global awareness. Walkers joined to support those affected and to raise money for further research, patient care, and advocacy. One of the participants was recently diagnosed with ALS and now serves as an advocate.
As others here well know, finding out that you have ALS is a horrifying experience for myself and my family. But days like this remind me that we're not alone, that we have help. Scenes like this are inspiring. Gives me hope that one day we will beat ALS. Thank you very much.
Organizers say the legacy of the Ice Bucket Challenge continues to inspire hope and action. Thanks for watching WDBJ7. We'll be right back after this quick break. A missing cat named Lamont is now safe after being rescued from a well in Floyd County. Yesterday, the cat fell about 21 feet down a well in the Pilot area. The Floyd County Volunteer Fire Department, Salem Technical Rescue, and the Roanoke Heavy Tactical Rescue teams all responded to help the kitten. The firefighters rescued and reunited Lamont with his owner. What a happy ending, Bradford.
Yeah, great ending there. And we had a really nice ending to the weekend. Yesterday, about 40% of the area had some strong and severe thunderstorms.
It was hot.
Much different scenario today. And as we head into tonight, clouds have thickened up this evening and will continue to thicken up and lower through the overnight hours. 60s. For most of us early tomorrow morning. It's going to be a mild and muggy start. And the chance for showers and thunderstorms, one chance during the morning hours, and then we'll get another chance heading into the afternoon and evening. And with all the cloud cover around and those chances for showers and thunderstorms, that's going to keep high temperatures on the cooler side as well. We saw back-to-back days with high temperatures generally into the 80s. Tomorrow, most hometowns will be down into the 70s, maybe some 60s across the higher elevations with that chance. 60 to 70% chance of some showers and thunderstorms. And that's going to lead us into a very unsettled weather pattern as we head over the next 7 days. 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of those storms on Tuesday could be strong to severe. We'll have to watch that very closely. Those highs generally into the 70s through the work week, and then heading into the upcoming weekend could possibly see some tropical moisture for whatever develops down into the Gulf. We'll watch that closely.
I see you're using fall colors already in your graphics. Looks really nice. Thank you, Bradford, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching the region's #1 newscast, WDBJ7.